Hey, family, what's going on?
So what's up?
I got a I got a question for you. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah, it could be a touchy subject, but what are your thoughts on adopting children outside of your race? Adopting children outside of your race. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. I'll go
Okay.
ahead. So I don't see anything wrong with it. If if you want to adopt, uh, you know, if you're white and you want to adopt a black child, if you're black and you want to adopt a Hispanic child or whatever, I think a lot of times, especially when it comes to adoption, a lot of times those people, those individuals or those families, they want to start a family and it's hard for them to do that, or they can't because of medical reasons or whatever. So they do the adoption thing, because there are a lot of kids that are out there that of all different races that are out there in the adoption pool or whatever. And some people that will fill out that form and say, hey, yeah, it doesn't matter the race, I want if we a little girl, a little boy, or whatever, or age range or whatever. So I don't see a big deal, with adopting outside of your race. What are your thoughts?
Well, a couple of different thoughts and family congregation. Bear with me. Um, I'm asking why adopting out of your race. Not saying it's a bad thing. I'm with you. I want the kids to live good, be happy, but adopting outside of your race, why? And I'm gonna say this, okay? Um, I'm going back to just some years ago. Let's say who kind of started this and made it popular. Movie stars, Angelina Jolie comes to mind, going to another country, Africa, uh, to get a kid, adopt a kid. That was great. That was nice. Other people started doing this. Why? I'm just asking. Why?
Why not?
Okay. And why not? That's great.
Yeah, why not?
Uh, but then I remember years before that. Do you know it seemed like it was almost like a fad where they was adopting let's say Americans were adopting kids. I don't know if it was Russia. It was another country
Hmm.
where it was just like it seemed like it was just a popular thing to do. And I'm saying why, and this is why I'm saying it, okay? There's a lot of kids in the United States. A lot of kids in the United States. Even if you do want to go outside of the race that need help right here, it's cool to help another country. And we see it. We see it. A lot of movie stars are important people. They want to get a baby from somewhere else, and they'll go into these different countries, these poor countries, to do this. I'm not saying I'm against it, but here in the United States, it's so many kids of your own race that need to be adopted. That's my
What does
thing.
it
I
matter? You
think
you ain't explained. You ain't said nothing that was a reason why a person should adopt in their own race. What? Give me a
okay.
reason, bro. Give me a
Okay.
reason why
Look,
it
look, look,
should
look.
be. It should
Well, you did interrupt me
be.
because I was still talking, but that's
My
fine.
bad.
I
My
mean, you
bad.
do
My bad, bro. My
complain
bad.
tonight. It's
I thought you.
okay,
I
but
thought
you my dog.
you.
But no, I wasn't done.
Oh.
Look, when I say why,
Hmm.
we see it when just interracial couples. Okay, when you're raising a kid that's of a different race, okay, white parents adopt a black kid, um, just doing the different things about the history. Are you going to teach the kid that? Uh,
What?
the are you going to teach the kid their history too? That's
What
what
you
I'm talking
mean?
about.
Talk to
Their
me. Explain
history,
yourself.
their
Explain yourself,
history
nephew.
of black history. That's what I'm talking about, Kane.
Teaching them
Of
black
that
history.
person's, yeah, black history. I'm talking about any person outside of your race. Are you gonna teach them where they came from too? Something about their heritage, Kane. That's what I'm talking about. Because you're gonna get that from, and you might laugh about it.
I am,
You
man.
might laugh. It might be comical to
Yeah,
you.
it's
It's not
comical.
to
It's
me.
comical in the way
It's
where
not to me.
why would you even feel like there's an what are you saying? American history? Or you saying blacks? You're saying that that his heritage was slaves or something? Like how would you even know
Look, look,
that?
look, look,
How
look,
would
look.
you
Let me
even
tell you
know
this.
that?
Okay.
Because
Look, and see,
every black
you
person lineage doesn't date back to slavery.
right, and that's cool.
Yeah.
But
So
look,
why would you
Black
say that?
history, it was American history, Kane.
Yeah, I get it.
Black
So just
history is
American
American
history. That's
history.
exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah. Go
But
ahead.
are we gonna go into any of that? Okay.
So what are you assuming that they're not going to teach their own kids the American history? Is that what you're assuming? Just because they're a different skin tone?
Kane, long as they do that,
What,
long as they teach that,
then
okay, long as
what is
they
your
talk to
argument
they
then?
talk to them. Wait, you
Oh my
gotta
bad,
let
my
me
bad,
talk.
my bad, my bad,
Okay,
my bad, my bad.
you gotta let me talk.
Mhm.
Long as they teach the kids about their heritage too. That's all. Whatever race there is, it doesn't matter. But I'm saying, okay, and then you go with the different things of grooming. That might sound superficial or anything to you, or whatever. And then we'll go with that Colin Kaepernick when he got adopted, all this stuff, and I had to go somewhere so they can do my hair and all of these things. All of these things got to be taken into consideration. Okay,
So
are you in it? Why are
doesn't
you in it?
that is
Why are
so
you doing it?
that doesn't make
But
any sense
why?
because every
I was
black
just like,
person don't know how to do hair. What is you
I
talking
didn't say
about?
every. Okay, but look,
What
I
do
didn't say
do you
every
know how to
black
do
person.
hair? If you was
Yes, I cut it off. I get my sons. I know where to take them.
yeah, oh, you
Okay.
know where to take them. So anybody else can figure the same thing
Yes.
out. They're not
Yeah,
ignorant.
they would have to. They
Why
would
you
have to
saying that
do that.
they ignorant?
They would have to do that. But I still want to know why. I would like to know why. That's just me or whatever.
I don't,
That what makes you want to do this? Is it giving back? Are you just feeling sorry?
does it
I would
matter?
just like to know.
Does it
I would
matter?
just like to know or whatever.
Why does that
That's all.
question?
That's
Why would
all.
that
I'm
be a
just asking
question?
that question.
Yeah.
You might not like the
Because they don't
question.
care.
That's
They
just
don't
something I
care
want
that
to know.
the color of the child. They
Well, we
can't
will
have
have
any
more
kids. They can't
adoptions,
have any
gang.
kids. We just stick right here in the U.S. They can't have any kids, and they ask them a questionnaire. What would you like? You know that fits your category. I don't want a teenager. I want an infant, and I want it to
I
be.
know
You know what
that's
I mean?
on
Like they'll
Kane.
figure it all
That's
out,
on
right?
Kane. That's on different. That's on.
That's what.
I say a different scenario of what you're talking about. I'm talking about people that specifically outside the race. They're going. Okay,
How do
they
you know
don't
that?
usually stay here.
How
They
do you
don't
know that?
with the popular cases or whatever.
How do
The
you know that?
popular cases and the fad. I say is a
I
fad.
think you're going with feelings. I think you're going with
No,
feelings, bro.
not going feelings, gang.
You're talking
I'm
about a
talking about the
fad.
fad
So
to
tell
go
me,
get some kid out of the poor country and bring them back. We do have people over here that needs adoption to be adopted
why
here
does
in the
it
United
matter
States
where
of
they get the
America.
child from? Why does it matter? That's their business.
Yeah,
Why
I
do
know
you
it's their
even want to
business,
be in their
gang.
business? Why do you want to know if
No,
they got it from Africa, from Germany, from
I don't
USA?
because they
Why does it
usually
matter?
tell. They usually tell. They usually tell. That's all. They usually. I'm just saying the popular cases that we do know. I'm saying why go over there.
Because they want
You can
to.
do it. That maybe they,
Because they
yeah,
want
because they
to.
want to.
Yes, because they
Yes,
want to. And what's wrong with that?
when they're here, nothing.
Are you
That's
saying?
just
Are
on
you trying
them.
to do some subliminal stuff and saying this is like a?
No, Kane,
Then what
no,
does it
that's
matter?
not what I'm about. That's not no, no.
Then why does it
I'm just
matter?
saying why. I'm just saying why. And hopefully, I
'Cause
don't get beat down on this.
you disagree with this then. You disagree with
I didn't say I disagree with. I want kids to be safe and
well,
to grow up right.
that's what the adoption system finds the right
Yes,
parents for the right people. Come on now.
yes,
It's harder to do that, to be on the list for that. And be on the laundry list or be at a number and you're waiting for a newborn. You're like, man, everybody want a
yeah,
newborn. Nobody want this
right.
3-year-old? No, that's what I
No,
want. I want this newborn. You know what I
right.
mean? So
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's true. That's true.
so why is it a big deal if it's a different if they say that they are okay with having a Hispanic or an Asian child or a black child or whatever, right? Like why I mean, why does it matter?
Kane, I'm
Because,
not saying that it's wrong.
but what are you
I'm
saying
just
then?
saying why. I'm just saying why.
You
That's
want
all.
to know why they selected a
Why?
black child, a white person, right? Or a black person
Out of your
selected
race.
Asian or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just why?
Why what?
I was just like the why, and I know they probably have to answer
It
that
doesn't
question.
matter.
And look, they probably have to answer that question in that adoption process. They probably do because that's just still out of the norm.
What norm?
Out of the norm. Okay,
If I
I have
put
a
on
black
that paper,
family.
I'm ready
Go
to adopt, and it doesn't matter the ethnicity, right? It doesn't matter. I'm not. I don't
okay.
have to. It
Yeah,
don't have to be a black skin tone. Don't have to be a Hispanic. Don't have to. It can be anybody that fits. I want a 2-year old that's already walking or whatever, right? That's what I want.
okay. Yeah,
And they come out and look at my place, make sure I got everything I need to have and everything. Get me right. I got everything. I'm good. Are we gonna have a complete family? Whatever. They look at all of that stuff, and then they.
right.
But why does it matter now? Now you're saying ideally
Go.
it should be what? If I'm black, I need to adopt a black child.
I did not say that either.
It's a question.
No,
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 so what do you? So you
no.
will ask me
That
why.
that's
So if I say
no.
why, because you're
In
gonna
the
ask
in
me why, right? Because if I say if it become a little Asian little boy, let's say it comes a little Asian boy, and he's the first one that fits the criteria, you gonna ask me why? Why you want an Asian boy? Is that what you're gonna ask
no,
me?
what you just described in your process if you was adopting, okay, that fell within the parameters of it. Okay, that fell within the parameters. That's
That's
fine. But
exactly what I'm talking about.
when you're specifically, I want
How do
this
you know what they put
type of
on there
kid.
though? How do you know that?
Come on, they're not all the people that you're talking
You're going
about.
with
Is
feelings,
not just
brother.
saying I
You're
want
going with
this
feelings.
person.
You're going with
No,
feelings.
no, all this we don't know that, Kane. It's not about going with feelings.
You just
When,
feel like
when
they only looking for black
no, 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 no.
kids. That's what
Kane,
you just
stop,
feel. You feel
stop,
like white
stop. No,
people are just looking for black kids to parade
that's
around.
not
That's what you're
true.
feeling.
That's not true. Look,
Well, then
Kane,
explain
Kane.
yourself. Because you're
You
not
are.
explaining
I'm
yourself.
explaining myself, but you keep talking over me, sir. Okay,
All right.
we can be diplomatic.
All right.
Okay,
All
Roger
right. My
that.
bad. I won't
But
say.
anyway,
I won't say.
no, no.
Go ahead.
Um, in that adoption process, you can be specific about everything. Now, if you in that process and you say what you said, whatever comes that fits this criteria, then so be it. But people will put what they want on there. I want this particular type of individual. Race is included in that, Kane. They're not
Doesn't
just
matter.
putting, people are not just putting any race of kid that comes. No, they're not doing that.
How you
They're
know?
specifically,
How do you
because
know?
if you're going to another
What's your
country,
proof?
when people go to a different country
What's your proof?
to get the kid,
So you're saying there's only black people in Africa? There's only
no,
black
no, no,
orphans that need to be
no,
adopted?
no. At one point, they was going
Is that what
to
you're telling me?
uh, other countries to do that.
But you're saying that if they're African, they must be black, right? Is that what you're saying?
Okay, they have white Africans too.
Okay.
They do.
Okay.
They do.
So
But we're just talking about outside of the race, Kane. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about.
a
My
white
question is
African
just
is
why.
okay for a white person in America.
Anybody, it's okay for any person. I'm not saying I'm against it, Kane. I'm not saying, I've said that many times, I'm not
You're
against
not
it,
explaining
but
yourself.
I'm just asking why. That's all. That's my question
Are you going by skin
internally.
tone? Is that what you're going by?
Outside the race, okay, I'm
No, no,
black,
yeah. You got
white, Asian, whatever other race of
so
people, or that's
so
what
if
I'm
you got a
talking
white
about, Kane.
African, it's okay. I mean, what are you saying with that? If a white person from America go adopt a white African from
Kane,
America,
let's
what does
just
it matter?
okay. It doesn't matter. They're white anyway.
Oh, so you're going with skin. I think you're going
A
off of
white
skin.
person
You're going off of skin
adopts.
tone.
Well, look.
Go ahead.
A white person adopts a white African. That's like saying a white person adopts uh, a white person from Europe.
Why is that the same?
That's not that. Kane, the skin tone. See, that's a double-edged question right there. The skin tone,
Uh-huh.
okay, is the same. That does not look like that's a person is from a different race. Come on, we still
So you
gotta be truthful with what we're talking
you see
about,
what you're
man.
saying though. You see what you're saying. So the different
Yes,
race it goes along with the skin tone, right? So why are they getting white Africans over there, right? Is that what you're saying? They getting the white folks are getting the white Africans, and they
I
if they're
did
gonna
not
get
say
some,
that.
if they're gonna get Africans, they better be white. Because if
I
not, then why are you doing it? That's what you're
Kane,
saying, right?
I don't like your tone, and I didn't say that. Now, what you did with that, I know you do a lot of that was a chess move or whatever. I was talking about when, let's say, a white American adopts a black kid from Africa. Okay, that's to me is not the same as adopting a white kid from Africa. They're both Africans.
Yep.
The skin tone, yes, it's a difference in the skin tone. We both know it.
So
But
why does it
unless you
matter
hear
the
that
skin
baby
tone?
talk, it
But why does
Kane.
it
But
matter the
unless you hear
skin
the
tone?
baby talk, I know it doesn't. In that aspect, it doesn't, Kane. Okay, they're both white. Okay,
But
they're both
why
right.
does it
They're both
matter
from
what the
Africa.
skin tone is though? If they
Are they
want,
going to have the same look? Look, if they
they're gonna
both
want
grew up,
what?
or maybe in this day and time, they will have the same. They will in this day and time have the same experiences. Okay,
Yeah.
yes, Kane, I could agree and believe that.
I
I agree and believe that, but it's still different
because of their skin tone.
with this. Yes, Kane.
Why? I just I mean I know we're kind of talking in
You,
circles, but
yeah, I don't
you're
want
just kind
to.
of not you're not telling me the reason why does it even matter the skin tone? Like you saying, okay, you're going over to get an African, but what if it's a white African? Oh, it's okay if it's a white African. It's okay because they're the same skin tone. What does it matter? They
First of all,
still talk. They still talk the same. They still have the same ethnic background. They still brought up the same way because they're in the same area. So are you saying that they're different?
you're not sure. You're not sure
Oh,
if they brought up
so
the
what?
same.
So
You're not sure if they brought up the same, and don't. We're not even going to
okay,
go there.
okay. Well,
We
let's
we
run with that.
definitely
Let's
don't
run with that.
know that.
Let's run with that.
We
That's
definitely don't know that
okay. So let's run with that. You're saying
because it's not the
I
same
get, I
over
get, I
there
get it. So
as in the United States.
let's run with this then. If you're gonna say that just because you get a black person, you adopt a black person adopt a black person, they brought up the same way. No,
No, we both know that too, Kane.
one of them can
Uh,
be
uh,
made a lot of money, a multi-millionaire. Another one can be in poor. So why does it matter the skin tone? Because you're fixated on the skin tone, and like that has something to do with how they brought up just because of their skin tone. That doesn't matter because look, I was in
I'm
Little Rock,
listening.
you was in Alabama, you was in the country, and wasn't in the city, and I was in the city. I grew up different. I was around gangs and stuff. You wasn't.
Right. Yeah.
Totally
Okay. That's the
different.
truth. Yeah.
Totally, and we both black.
Right.
So why is it that that's just because we're black we experience the same thing? No.
No,
All right,
Kane.
then. So why does it need to be black? Because you want to ask why did you want a white person because they ain't experienced like a black person. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I'm curious. That's still going to be my question, even if you don't like it or not. I didn't, but many times throughout this debate that we're talking about,
Yeah.
I didn't say I was against it. I didn't say I was
We're
against it
not
not
talking
one
about
time,
being
not two.
against it. You're
Yeah,
questioning
my
their
question. Yeah,
decision.
that's just my
You're
question. That's all.
questioning their decision. I'm not saying you're against it, bro. You're just
Okay.
questioning that, hey, look,
Yeah.
you don't, why are you doing that? That's basically what
Hmm.
you use. Why are you not picking your own skin tone? You should be picking your own skin tone.
And that's making you. I think you and your voice and everything making me sound like a bad individual right now.
Hey, I'm just going on what you
But
say,
I'm
bro.
not caught up on that.
I,
But yeah, but
I just
that
going on
that's
what
fine.
you. Yeah.
But I think just the difference. and how the kid to be raised, uh,
How do
the
you know?
different experiences.
How do you
We
know?
don't know, Kane. We don't know, but we won't. I'll just say this, and we'll close it out. Um, Family, please tell us how do you feel about that. If I'm totally wrong, if I seem like I'm just about the skin tone, you let me know. You can tear me up. Okay, I'm used to the Canaanites doing that from time to time, and but I'm for the kids to be adopted and to live a good life. Kane, what's your thoughts?
My final thoughts is in the comments, y'all. If you made it this far, I know we kind of went back and forth and kind of circled around some topics too as well. But yeah, if you feel my view, if you feel Mitch's view, if you feel like it got to be the skin tone. Skin tone is where it's at, and then they have suffered or been through something because of the skin tone. That doesn't matter. To me, that doesn't matter. Overall, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? A lot of people, you can be white and come up from poverty. You can be black and come from poverty.
Yeah,
Mexican. You know what I mean? You can be anything and come up from poverty, and you know that how it is to be in the situation that they're in right now. So that doesn't matter, man. I wouldn't even, and if they're getting a newborn, it doesn't matter the skin tone. That's how I see. If you guys can get those, if you can get adopt a child, and you're looking to adopt a child, I would say, go for, what works for you, definitely. And there's no, you can pick whatever you want to pick. That's how I see it.
why? Okay, that's
The uncomfortable truth.
yeah.
Hey, baby.
Let's go.
If you don't want to see us, but you want to just listen to us, we on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Amazon, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Google Podcast, all of them. All of them.